All right, so this is Sedrik and Sedrik for CRS and commentary. Thoughts on Shawn Spears versus the technical beast, the current Ring of Honor pure champion, Josh the Goods Woods. That's what we want to talk about. I told Cedra, I didn't tell her. I just told her. I just put the match on. I let her watch it. That's what I did. And when the match is over, I looked at her and I said, "Don't say a word. Say nothing." So I'm gonna be quiet for a little bit, and I'm gonna just let her speak her mind because I could tell through her silence and focused, persona that things was running through her head. And we don't hold back. We say what the fuck we feel up here on CRS the commentary. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead, Cedra. You got the flow.
So imagine a Ric Flair is the WCW champion, like he was many times, carrying that big gold belt. But he got fed up with WCW.
Bring the mic up. It's low.
He got fed up with WCW and decided he's going to go to what was at the time WWF. And imagine if Ric Flair got to the WWF and they put him in a match with the Anvil Neidhart and the WCW champion, smiling and styling and profiling, kiss the girls and make them cry, all that shit. Ric Flair gets pinned. That's what just happened to Josh Woods. Josh Woods, who is the Ring of Honor pure champion, who is more than a professional wrestler, has so many ways to defeat you, just had the job to a mid-card bullshitter. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's like, because they're coming from another organization, they're like, some sort of second-class citizen. And I'm saying they because they did the same thing to Jay Lethal. Jay Lethal's the Triple Crown winner and held all the belts in Ring of Honor. Has helped built the company on his back like the Briscoes, but he shows up here in jobs to some asshole. That's bad booking. Which is, AEW is notorious for suck ass booking, and it's just more suck ass booking. And I wish that they didn't have to be in that position, but folks got to eat. So they got to work somewhere. That's all I got.
People that don't follow Ring of Honor probably don't understand where we're coming from. And people that are just marks for AEW don't think about legacy. They don't think about history. Here's the thing. AEW did things that were wrong, and they haven't corrected it. Shawn Spears hasn't been worth anything on AEW.
No titles, no nothing. Just suck ass gimmick and storyline after suck ass gimmick and storyline. You got Taz blowing him. Oh yeah, he didn't get the credit for how awesome he is. You know why? Because he hadn't shown nobody shit in 3 years. He split Cody's wig the first day he was there, and then that was it.
And that was an accident.
That was it. He ain't done shit worth watching since then. I don't even know why he walked out with a fucking chair.
He's the chairman, and he'll use a chair to beat on somebody. He comes from garbage promotions, and that's what they do there. It helps you stand out to be unique. It does.
Chairs don't make nobody unique no more.
Nope.
Chairs went out with the Hardys and the Dudleys. A long time ago.
So much so that they even gave up using them because it meant nothing. AEW's theme has the line, light the fuse, break the rules. Lance Storm even said, in ECW, we broke all the rules, and once we got older and wiser, we learned why there were rules in the first place. Josh the Goods Woods, the technical beast, is how he was built in Ring of Honor. It's the matches that he has had. If you watch his matches, his 2 matches against Jonathan Gresham, you watch him when he got started in Ring of Honor and they built him up. He won, he lost, it was back and forth. Then they built him up to championship status. It is called building a legacy. Can you imagine yourself coming from scraps, building yourself up as CEO, and you decide to make a lateral move to start another company, but instead, when you start that new company, the shareholders put you as the grunt worker?
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Ooh, here's an even better one. Hulk Hogan jumps from WWE to WCW.
Ooh.
But when he get there, he don't join Hall and Nash. He loses to Barry Horowitz.
Yes. Stuff like that.
It's fucking insulting.
It's angering. This stuff like this is why people don't watch AEW. It's stuff like this. You know, this is why I don't watch AEW. I listen. It's background noise. There was a women's match up here. I listened to it. And when I was watching him in the ring, I was like, I don't remember seeing this match because I don't watch it. I listen to it because I hate silence. AEW is good to break silence. I can't commentate on this shit like Cornette and Brian Last. It's as if they're masochists. And I get their fans want them to do it, but I think it's because they're trolling them. You know? That's what I think. I think it's trolling. Because literally, why waste your time watching this? You've got, the National Wrestling Alliance. You can watch them. They come on weekly. Every couple of months they put on the pay-per-view. There's Reality of Wrestling, Booker T's promotion. There's Catalyst Wrestling. They're doing good. They all right. They might have a couple of hiccups here and there, but by and large, they're all right. There's other wrestling out there. The reason I don't go on the whole don't watch AEW and all that other stuff, because one, people, I've learned from my time working and trying to get a message out on comparative reasoning on that channel, people don't want solutions. They just want shit to bitch about. They don't want solutions. They want something that they can feel a part of, or something they can feel a part of with people against. They don't want things fixed. They don't want a better life. Just like this, they don't want better wrestling. They don't want quality wrestlers. They just want to see something. That's just it. Something. Hey, it's AEW. Cody, Young Bucks. We like them. We're going to follow them here. And we're going to keep watching this because it's better than WWE. No, it's roughly the same. Roughly. There's no soul. There's no vibe. There's no energy. And the best people on it, once they're done, no one cares. Well, okay, that's wrong. That's wrong. My bad. No, it's wrong to say no one cares, because if no one cares, then they wouldn't be in business.
That's true.
Roughly, and a minimum of 800,000 people care.
Yeah.
Let me explain. Let me put this in perspective for y'all. The minimum number of people that care about AEW is the same number of people that have died from COVID. Let's put that in perspective, all right? If by chance the right people had died from COVID,
nobody would care about AEW.
There would be no one to watch AEW. That's something for y'all to think. It's not about who dies usually. It's if the right people die. You know? Politics, you want change? The right people got to go to prison. The right people got to be prosecuted. The right people got to get voted into office. That's what it takes to get political, social, financial change all around. You want change in pro wrestling? You've got to hire the right people that can scout for people. And those people got to hire the right people. And you don't need writers. You need a booker. The booker that says, this is who goes over, and it's a mainstay on all these shows. That's what you need. Who wins, who loses, how they win, how they lose. And you need trainers that can get these guys to learn how to call the shots in the ring. Meaning a veteran has to work with someone who is green, who is new, who is a rookie, someone who ain't done it. You get the veterans teaching. That's like parents teaching the kids. The kids learn from the parents, and then they're going to do what the parents did or do their own thing with some wisdom. That's the idea. Y'all keep that in mind. Shawn Spears versus Josh Woods is the prime example of why AEW ain't shit to me. How do y'all feel about it? This is on AEW Dark, so it's like 50 minutes in or something like that. It's near the end. But if y'all seen it, let me know what you think about it in the comments section. You know, if y'all love it, y'all think Shawn Spears should have went over and he should have dusted Josh Wood. Okay, cool. Do you, boo? But I'm going to say this. All right. The fact that Excalibur called Josh Woods possibly winning an upset proves that Excalibur ain't worth a fuck with the words that he say. His words are empty, feckless, and meaningless. He needs to stay up under that fucking mask. Because I wouldn't mind for once in my fandom of loving wrestling, just once seeing what he looked like so I could tear his dumb ass down in the most juvenile way, because fuck Excalibur. Every time he talks about anything being upset, I want to slap the damn mask off his stupid face. He don't know what an upset is. And if he do, you mean to tell me, hear me out, you mean to tell me that a champion in another company beating someone who could not even be a contender for a title in your company, that would be an upset? Ric Flair, new to WWF, defeating Bret Hart would be an upset? Seriously? We're to think that, right? You know, Hulk Hogan going to WCW, being part of the New World Order, they're taking over, you know, and he loses to Billy Kidman. You know, just think about that. You know, that wouldn't happen, right? But if Hogan's wrestling Billy Kidman and he gets the leg drop and Kidman kick out, and someone says that was almost an upset. Think about that. Just think about that. You know, just throwing it out there. You know, Ric Flair almost pinned Shawn Michaels back then. Oh, Ric Flair almost with the upset. No one knows what an upset is, and a straight up stupid ass Mark would call things like that an upset. Ric Flair should have beat everyone. He went to the Royal Rumble, and he didn't go an hour. He went like an hour and 15 minutes. They didn't call him the 60-minute man for nothing, because he had plenty of matches that went over an hour. Plenty. And that's not even going with the televised and pay-per-views. That's house shows. going an hour at a house show. That's some good stuff right there. All right. Y'all E-Fed people, y'all real promotion people, and y'all wannabe people, y'all need to learn what an actual upset is and what the point of it is. The upset is the 1, 2, 3 kid, former Lightning kid, defeating Razor Ramon. Should he have beaten him? He should have always been in the contention to beat him. But at the height that Razor Ramon was in, he shouldn't have beat him, but he did. And at that moment, what did they do with the 1, 2, 3 kid? They elevated him. That's what you do. That's what the upset is for. But people use upset as if it's, you're not supposed to win, period. No, the upset is the beginning of the Cinderella story. Because the Lightning Kid was a champion. He came to WWF. He beat the Jobbers. He lost to contenders. He beat a top contender. And then he goes over. And then he becomes, X-Pac. No, Pac. X-Pac. Then WCW, 6-Pac. He just kept elevating. And now what is he? What is Shawn Waltman? A fucking legend. You use the upset to elevate. An upset should never be an indication of somebody that's supposed to never win. I'm getting out of here, but you got your wrestling company, and you claim to have the best wrestlers in the world. You have your E-Fed, the best wrestlers in the E-Fed communities. If they're so goddamn good, then how can somebody job for another as a weakling? They're all contenders. So if they win, then they just happen to be the best one at that time. Which is why I don't have that bullshit in CR Fire Pro. I'm not going to have someone there to lose. There are no upsets. And if somebody wants to troll me and put it in, it was an upset with this and this, then you let me know you're a punk bitch anyway, because that was some bullshit to do. And I'd have no problem blocking you, because that's some weak-minded, feckless shit. And truthfully, you should be better than that. And I'd like to think and believe and trust that you are. Everyone is awesome until they prove to me that they are not. That's how I roll. You are respected and you are awesome until you prove to me that you are not. And AEW proves to me that they are not awesome and they do not need to be respected. So, this has been 20 minutes. That'll make up some time while we do some other stuff and get that uploaded. New Japan and maybe something else or something. And I got a show to do today anyway. Music only. So, those are Sedrik and Cedra thoughts on Shawn Spears versus Josh Woods and everything else involved. That's been us for CR Wrestling Commentary. Take care. See you next time.